Oh, böyle.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, Anderson in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Climax.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God, that's another one for my Bridget.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. Welcome to your round 4 coverage of the RA NPL South Australia. The final game for round 4 between Campbelltown City visiting Adelaide Olympic here at Apex Football Stadium. I'm your commentator Seb O'Neill, joined by Antonis Pagonis. Antonis, the smell here is quite wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, where this is placed, where this scaffold, you can see the camera placed in is based. It's right in front of the Adelaide Olympic ritual grill that's always here, and it's always the best position, unless you're hungry, then you don't want to be up here with us.
The tunnel being readied up. We'll go through the lineups in a moment as they've just come up on your screen, but we'll go through them when both teams are in the middle. The final match for this round, the only game on it this time in the NPL. Got no excuse to not be watching, I think.
Yeah, unless you're very, very, very Greek and you want to watch, I guess, the Cypriots against the Greeks when Cobras are hosting West Adelaide. But we've got a Greek side over here in Adelaide Olympic taking a traditionally Italian side in Campbelltown City, so very patriotic here as well.
Happy you said it and not me.
I'm allowed to be Greek.
Yeah, exactly. Not too many Aussie derbies, I could imagine, in the NPL. As we see both Campbelltown Adelaide Olympic led out by Alex Mullen and Marco Toriani. Referees in the middle Gary Mooney with assistant referees Ethan McCormick and Ibrahim Saidi. Just for this one, we had a great game between Vipers and Cumberland United. Ended 2-2. Good for them in their fight to probably stay up in State League One.
Very impressive to fight back after going 2 goals down. You can be really low in spirits after copping a couple of quick goals, but they definitely showed some fight, Vipers.
As the players shake hands, we'll go through the starting lineup, starting with the home side of Adelaide Olympic. In goal, number 1, Cosmo Groff. Number 2, Martin Zadasida. Number 3, Nathan Owen. Number 7, T-Boy Kamara. Number 8, Brian Habonemana. Number 9, Marco Mahaha Winemana. Number 14, Binyam Kabede. Number 16, Alessio Benvenuto. Number 20, the captain, Marco Toriani. Number 22, Liam Overall. And number 44, Vinko Stanisic, with head coach Christy Vangelli. To the visiting side of Campbelltown City, in goal, Alex Woodlands. Number 1, number 2, Shogo Yoshikawa. Number 6, James Boffer. Number 8, Alex Mullen, the captain. Number 11, their new signing for the season, Joshua Murray. Number 16, Daniel Mullen. And number 17, Brandon Santafanti. As well as Yohai Matsumoto with the number 18. Number 19, Nicholas Graves. Number 21, Jordan Maricic. And number 23, Jake Halliday, with head coach Michael Matriciani. Both sides fielding a relatively strong side for this one. Although Adelaide Olympic minus just a few.
Both sides are missing a couple of players, but as you said, they're strong sides. Both teams have players that can make an impact, that can make a difference. So looking forward to seeing who does that for their side today, should I say.
Both sides in their huddle, awaiting kickoff, this 7 o'clock kickoff.
We always enjoy being fashionably late here in South Australia. Make an entrance, make everyone wait, but it's always worth it.
Kickoff about to be underway. The final game for round 4 of the RA NPL South Australia. Kickoff here at Apex Football Stadium. Campbelltown already trying to get forward through Matsumoto.
You can see the target for those long balls always Alex Mullen.
Throw in on the far side. Now with Maricic looking for the switch ball across the field of play to Matsumoto. Mullen. Matsumoto again. Yoshikawa. Throw in for Adelaide Olympic.
And Seb, Olympics coming into this one after getting their first win of the season against Adelaide Croatia Raiders. And one of the starters today, Nathan Owen, made his starting debut in a really impressive way as Campbelltown go forward. It was an Olympico that won the game for them in round 3. Owen with a corner going straight in for a goal in the starting debut. Quite a way to start your senior career at Adelaide Olympic.
Olympic on this close side. Followed in. Ball comes in. Well done by Binyam Kabede to get that ball in, but James Boffer had to deal with that one.
And preventing T-Boy Kamara grabbing another goal. Did score in that cup round, T-Boy Kamara against MA Hawks. Live back here in South Australia, about a decade or so since making his debut for Adelaide United, the professional game. 15 years old at the time. the youngest ever player in the A-League, made some ACL appearances too, but it's been a long way back to South Australia for T-Boy.
Corner for Adelaide Olympic. They'll love to get an early goal. They'll take the throw in.
You could see who was on that corner, Nathan O'Iron again. They were hoping for another one of those specials. And Olympico straight in. Not quite this time, but you can see the trust in this set piece of a young player to be allowed to take that corner.
Back with Marco Toriani, the captain for today, after missing quite a few of their replacement captains and regular captains.
Yeah, James Polly out, their captain, plus Rasko Luic, and then Arby Mollis, who's that club representative they called, and he's out, which leaves one, and that is Marco Toriani, who starts at the back for Olympic today.
Halliday. Graves. Out on the wide left. Definite shirt pull there. Olympic will get this free kick. Toriani to take.
You can see 3 centre-backs for Olympic to get there, with Toriani, Abesida and Stanisic, with the wing-backs being, we have Muhaha Winimana here on the right side.
Well done.
It's a name that looks hard and actually is. It's about getting into it, but I think you've got it down pat.
Boffa on that far side.
Of course, Liam Overall finishing off the defence on that left wing back side.
Graves had to go against Mahaha Winimana. Now with Daniel Mullen, Jordan Maricic.
And you can see the focus here for Olympic Seb is staying solid against this Campbelltown side, which is full of weapons, and for good reason too, because the last time these two teams played each other here, it finished 6-0 the way of Campbelltown City last year. But the interesting part about it is the scorers that day: Lewis Laurie Latanzia, Josh Baresi, Anthony Trimboli and Santana Bakovsky. None of them are playing today, and only one still at the club. That's Josh Baresi. The rest of them have moved on as Matsumoto moves forward.
Campbelltown with the opportunity on the edge of the box, off the post. Having be cleared away desperately by the defence of Adelaide Olympic.
See Shoga Yoshikawa electing to go for the near post of Cosmo Groff and had him wrong-footed there. Lucky for the young goalkeeper that it did hit the post.
Daniel Mullen out wide with Graves, putting the ball in low. Dealt with in the end, being chased down. Olympic battling for that one. Olympic will get the throw.
It's good to see Nicholas Graves get an extended run in this first. He scored that fantastic goal against Metro Stars, really announced himself in this league, and it's great to see Campbelltown giving substantial minutes some of these young players who they have developed and they are backing right now, and it's always great to see those top clubs do that, because it's a great example for these other clubs to follow, to back their own young players. And we've got a Brandon Centofanti, Nicholas Graves out there, and a couple more on the bench too.
Kebede Thrown for Olympic to be taken by Mahawanamana. Ball kept into the hands of Alex Woodlands. He's had a relatively good start to the season.
Well, he hasn't conceded yet, so there's the one goal they conceded. He was sent off the pitch. But he did make, in his credit, a penalty save against Adelaide United, Jake Ford, I believe it was. So a really solid goalkeeper, and a big reason why Campbelltown's only conceded one goal so far this campaign. A really solid side going back and a fantastic side going forward too.
Maricic making his way forward. Mullen now to Daniel Mullen. Still with Daniel Mullen, the former Socceroo. My memory serves me correctly. I think he made his Socceroo's debut with a certain Fabian Barbiero as well.
Yeah, you've got a better memory than me.
Could be wrong. I'm going to double check my facts, to be honest.
No, I'm backing you.
Corner. Yeah, he made his starting debut in 2011 against QA, a 1-0 loss, in which Fabian Barbiero came off the bench. Campbelltown, corner, and a header. 1-0 the way of Campbelltown City. Coming from the corner. Adelaide Olympic having to restart. I think that's hit Habonimana uncomfortably on the head there.
It did look slightly awkward there, the way he got the ball as play stops when the ball goes to the feet of the goal scorer, Daniel Mullen, who took a celebration of his cousin, that famous Alex Mullen celebration.
Had us full for a minute.
Yeah,
hasn't he done that already, to be honest?
He did that in round 1 against Adelaide United. It's Alex's celebration runs and that gives that jump and that fist in the air. And yeah, I thought I was seeing double there for a second, but that goal was Daniel Mullen. So he gets another one this year, wants to race his cousin in the goal scorer charts.
It's still a celebration by the looks of it too.
No, the one that gives it away, it's Alex's, is more emphatic.
Yeah. Daniel doesn't feel comfortable completely taking it from him.
It's a reserve defender. It's adopting someone's celebration. Good to see Habonimana on his feet and hopefully to come on soon enough. Olympics going to need him if they are to fight back for this. He is one of the 2023 graduates of the Player Performance Centre Elite Development Program. So doing some great work they are, and got him a trial at the Central Coast Mariners as well, a highly rated young footballer that Olympic have on their hands, Brian Habonimana, who re-enters the pitch. Nearly pinched the ball there as well.
So after that header from Daniel Mullen, Adelaide Olympic having to climb back. And although conceding, haven't looked too bad in these early stages. Lovely ball into the side netting.
that would have been some goal. But that switch of play from Jordan Marisic to Yohei Matsumoto crossfield a couple of times now, really effective so far. Olympics going to have to watch out for that switch of play.
Goal kick to be taken by Cosmo Groff. Pre-season, not too sure who would have taken the starting goalkeeper between him and Johnny Tremonton, who came over from Croydon last season. But for now, it seems that Cosmo Groff has won that battle. Daniel Mullen losing that ball, though. Kebede still trying to make his way into the box. Owen cleared away by Mullen. Yoshikawa, lovely touch. Adelaide Olympic with it back though. Kebede tries an effort from range. Handball or a pull?
It looked like a pull Gary Mooney showed for there, but back on the keeper situation, and it is an interesting one because obviously Tremont comes over from Croydon, Cosmo Groff comes over from Adelaide City. They both bet on themselves to be the #1 goalkeeper, and Tremonton started the season as the #1, but Groff's got it now. But I think it's what you called it. It's a battle. It's not something that's been decided quite yet, and you never know. You can have a fantastic month that solidifies your position, and you can have a shocker, and you can be out the side pretty quickly.
And no one quickly becoming the regular set piece taker for Adelaide Olympic. Kamara headed in. Was just wide, but another good opportunity for Olympic.
Yeah, and Toriani up for the set piece, puts it just wide, and wouldn't that be a special one while wearing the armband for your side?
Ball looks forward only into the chest of Marco Toriani.
And what we said about the goalkeeper, Seb, I think that's the truth for the majority of that side with a new coach and Christy Vangeli. Most of these positions are out there to be won, so you want to impress the new coach to keep that position for yourself.
Headed all the way back to Cosmo Groff.
And it is an interesting one when the coach has been a teammate of many of the players on the pitch as well, but he's great that he has turned over the side quite a bit. A lot of new faces in this Olympic side as he tries to return them to the final series for the first time in a few years.
That was probably good still play.
Yeah, definitely.
Had that defensive partnership with Michael Jakobsen, which is isn't a bad one to have in the NPL.
Yeah.
Kamara, lovely footwork on here. Habonimana couldn't slip it through. Yeah, that'll be a foul.
But a bit of a warning there from Adelaide Olympic, showing that they do have that capability to hurt Campbelltown City if they're not careful. A save that Alex Woodlands will be expecting to make, but an opportunity created by Olympic nonetheless. So a real positive from them. There's that switch. Kind of misguided this time around.
It is a bit windy, we'll give him that, but not sure how long we'll be able to give him that excuse for. As it starts to die down a bit more on the sun will set.
You're confident about the wind dying down.
Yoshikawa. Maricic. Now with Graves on the left wing. Making his way through, putting the ball in, cleared away. Kamara against Boffa there. One touch and another over. Cosmo Groff collects.
You can see that confidence of Nicholas Graves making that left side his own. He gets the ball, he drives his opponent. Just the confidence you can get from a few weeks of consistent football. A really talented young player, and he's showing us what he's capable of so far early this season.
Throw in. Halliday moves the ball forward. Adelaide just holds it off and lets Cosmo Groff. Come on, both of his names there.
Be a nickname or something. Olympic ball here on the near side to be taken by Mahako and Imana.
Toriani goes all the way back to Cosmo Groff.
One of the big parts of his game, Cosmo Groff, is how he plays with his feet as a goalkeeper, and we saw that with the ball he played before. He's someone who's really skilled with the ball at feet, as is the modern goalkeeper, I guess.
Mullen. Yoshikawa to Matsumoto. Stanisic battling well and winning for Olympic, launching it forward in the direction of Abonemana. Touch might just evade him. Has to go back to Woodlands, clearing first time. Campbelltown keep possession of the football. Foul.
One there by Matsumoto, and a lovely touchdown from that clearance from Woodlands, brought it down well. And speaking of Yohei Matsumoto, he's got an interesting matchup in the Cup against his old side, Adelaide Blue Eagles. It's one I'm really looking forward to watching. Blue Eagles with that penalty shootout win against Adelaide Croatia sets up this matchup against Campbelltown. Definitely going to be an interesting one.
Blue Eagles seems to be the form side in State League 1, although it did lose to Fulham United 3-2 today, perhaps surprisingly. After in the form they've been throughout the Cup and the League so far this season, first points dropped. But that Fulham side has been tipped to do quite good things in State League 1 this year.
Yeah, as fellow commentator Alessio Carocci has let us know a fair few times on the Surf podcast, Seb.
Off target.
Yeah, I think that's into pitch 4 or whatever that one's called in the top right of your screen over there. New ball will be required. And it looks like Adelaide Olympics making a sub, Seb. It looks like Mamadi Kamara, I believe, is coming on. For Martins Abasida, I wonder if this is injury related or...
Seems to be alright to me.
Yeah, he's sprinting off quite well. He did have an injury a few weeks back, if I remember right. But it could also be a tactical one. Obviously, Olympic was playing with those 5 at the back. Kamara is going straight forward, so it looks like it's going to be a change of system, with he's pointing to Habanimana to go centrally. And it looks like Mamadi Kamara will be on the right side.
Two Kamaras on the pitch, 2 Senefanis on the bench for Campbelltown.
Love a bit of that in the NPL, don't we?
2 Mullins on the pitch as well. Must be a 2-for-1 deal at Campbelltown. You can buy 2 players with the same last name. Matsumoto on the left wing, needing to get past 0-1. 0-1 winning out.
And Seb, when you get two centre finals in your bench, you get one into your starting lineup for free as well, with Brandon starting. So
there's too many to keep track of.
It's a really popular name at Campbelltown City, and it's some young footballers who are really coming into their own, especially Brandon, who's starting. I've really liked the things I've seen from him in the centre of the park, in the way he can control the tempo of the game. He's fit right in well there with those experienced heads, and obviously they haven't had Christian Constantopoulos play for them yet. The biggest compliment you can give him is you haven't felt the impact of that. He's done an exceptional job from the second part of last year to this year to fully integrate himself in that starting 11. Brandon Centofanti, that is.
And even again, bringing up Constantopoulos. Jason scored on Friday, the winner for FK Beograd.
And obviously he's a former Olympic player. So is his brother, who is at Campbelltown but is injured at the moment. But yeah, you can draw a lot of lines here in the local leagues of who's been where and where they've been and who they've played with.
Graves. Going all the way back to Daniel Mullen. He'll reset their attack. Launching the ball forward is Daniel Mullen. Touchdown by Jake Halliday. Able to keep it in. Adelaide Olympic with possession. Themselves launching it forward. Tabonemana happy to launch his own body and go in for the header.
Just to be a bit more thoughtful about how they move forward, Olympic. It can be easy to just pump it forward against a side that presses you like Campbelltown, but that's exactly what they want because they're going to regain, and then someone like Daniel Mullen can restart your attack.
Maricic to Alex Mullen. Campbelltown's top goal scorer this season. Although, from memory, I think a large percent of those were headers. Started the season out with injury, but back into the starting lineup.
And even to begin, so when he wasn't 100%, he was still scoring, which tells you all about his quality, the back-to-back Sergio medalist.
T-Boy Kamara on the left wing, battling and winning the throw. Just over halfway gone in this first half. Campbelltown 1-0 up, but not to say Adelaide Olympic haven't had a decent game so far. Throw in, headed away by Boffa. Mullen getting the ball stuck under his feet. Bit of a mess there on the ball. Free kick goes the way of Adelaide Olympic, however.
And as you said, they have been solid, Adelaide Olympic, especially when it comes to cutting down the amount of chances Campbelltown can create. Obviously, the goal comes from a set piece, not open play, but at the same time, they need to be creating their own. I can just remember that Habanimana opportunity that was set up by T-Boy Kamara. They need a bit more on that, and probably what prompted that change for Vangeli with Mamadi Kamara on and a change of system, going to 4 at the back now instead of 5.
Free kick for Olympic. A long ball floating in the air right into the hands of Alex Woodlands.
And Christy Vangeli is not happy with Iron's delivery there. You could see how animated he was on the side as Mahaho Enimana tries to bring it down and eventually gives a throw-in away to Campbelltown that Halliday will take.
Delivering the ball in. Campbelltown looking for a second in this first half. Yoshikawa looking for Matsumoto, I think.
That's for me where he's at his best, Yoshikawa. Last year, in his first year in South Australia, was one of the best creators in the competition, and he can score, but for me, the biggest attribute of his game is the amount of chances he can create from set pieces, but open play. as well, is a really, really handy player to have, Shoga Yoshikawa.
Cosmograph having that slight stutter before taking the goal kick. Mullen, lovely ball. Yoshikawa, Mori. Josh Mori's first real opportunity from memory.
Yeah, and you can see just one misstep over there. Toriani just slightly overcommitted. Mullen played it through, and it opens up the avenue for Josh Mori, who, I'm with you, it's his first opportunity, and probably why he was in such a hurry to take it, because he could probably feel he might not get a huge amount of day if Olympic continues playing that way, but he doesn't miss many of those, Josh Mori.
Headed on by Kebede. Owan. Very happy to throw his body around Brian Habonamanov, but needs to be a bit more careful, I think, for his own sake.
And that's the thing, when you're playing up there, you feel isolated, not much of the ball's coming your way, you feel like you have to make your presence felt, and just a bit of that from Habonamanov there. You can see he did very well there to pressure Centofanti, and eventually Olympic does win that throw-in on the far side. But again, when you play a side, that such a quality side like Campbelltown as a forward, that's a lot of your work. Chasing down, making an impact.
T-Boy Kamara. Olympic very capable of getting an equaliser in this one. Alex Mullen. Good battle there between him and Stanisic.
Well won there by the Olympic defender Stanisic. It's not easy controlling Alex Mullen in a one-on-one battle like that.
Owen couldn't stick the pass, and now Mori. Nicholas Graves running down the left wing. Has to battle against Mamadi Kamara.
Well there to slow him down as well. And if you change systems and you bring a player on so early in Mamadi Kamara, you need him to be working like that both ways, especially against a side like Campbelltown. And he's showing he's more than willing to do so.
Soriani starting to go central. Giving him the bouncing ball. Olympic play on.
I like that pass there from Torian in the middle of the park. Not dealt with well by Habonamanov there. A bit too slow to play it back, but Olympic needs a bit more of that to get them going. Take out that space that Campbelltown offers you and test them out. Because obviously Campbelltown hasn't created much, but I think they'll be pretty comfortable where they are right now, 1-0 up. Graves.
Definite foul there. Will be taken back for the Olympic free kick. Binyam Kambedi happy to take his time to get up. 15 minutes left to the half. Olympic throw. I'd love to get a goal back before half-time.
Well, remember last week that Olympic goal from Oman came, I reckon it was the last attack of the game, deep in injury time, so they tend to use every second that's given to them, Olympic. But again, they just need to create a little bit more than they have here, because as I said, Campbelltown will be very comfortable with where the game is at the moment.
Halliday with a throw. Yoshikawa. Back with Mullen. Maricic. Mullen again. Campbelltown definitely being given a battle tonight by Adelaide Olympic. Bit too much from that ball and not too much direction either. I think perhaps looking for one of T-Boy Kamara or Binyam Kabede.
Spoke about Campbelltown having a battle on the hands here, and we spoke about the 6-0 last year here, but the last time these two teams played each other was at Campbelltown. It was only 2-1 Campbelltown's way, and Alex Mullen got sent off around the half-hour mark in that game, and Christos Menendez got sent off on the other side for Olympic, so that was definitely a battle. 3 goals, 2 red cards, and it's not been as eventful today, but Olympics definitely giving Campbelltown a battle. They definitely have a game on their hands here. They do have a lead, but again, that's something that can change in a matter of seconds. But this is a situation where they did score that first goal from Campbelltown City, so Olympic need to be really careful marking this set piece and really have an eye on the Mullins.
Corner for Campbelltown City. In swinging. Caught by Cosmo Groff. Yeah, you said about that in the WNPL today. We had a game between Comets and Inter where every time one side scored, the other team seemed to reply within a minute or two until eventually Adelaide Comets went away with it. But as you said, games can turn very, very quickly.
Is that why your voice is a bit worn, Seb, calling all those goals from that previous game?
Not just from that game, for across the weekend.
4th game, if I'm not wrong, for you this weekend, Seb.
Yep. Alex Mullen. To Shogo Yoshikawa. Attempting to enter the box. Only gets on the edge. Then the shot. Again, half effort. But they'll get another corner out of it.
And you can see Campbelltown is getting a little bit impatient, trying their luck from distance, trying to work Olympic, but they're not going to complain getting the set pieces because we know how dangerous they can be from them, already having scored 1 from them today.
Another corner. As you said, the area where they scored their first. In swinging at the back post. Goal kick.
And they can just get you in so many ways, can Campbelltown City. If the Mullins don't get you in the set piece, then it's going to be a Josh Murray or a Mark Marino when he's on the pitch. It's going to be the wingers in Yoshikawa and Matsumoto. There's just a lot of weapons there. Nicholas Graves with that wonder strike the other week, that 1 goal of the week against Metro Stars. They can hurt you many different ways.
Ball floating in the centre. A foul. Committed by Habonimana. Daniel Mullen to get us back underway. Jordan Maricic. Ball through, not collected well enough. Looking for the cutback. Campbelltown will look back on that one, I reckon.
Yeah, really well played there, and just wide of the post. And if that stayed in, actually, Matsumoto would have been offside as well. So that would have been comical there. But a really good play that deserved the finish. But a warning shot there for Campbelltown City, showing Olympic what they can do if they're allowed to. And Seb, the wind's only picking up here.
I've been greatly proven wrong. Kamara. Well done. There by Nicholas Graves.
A bit more of that needed from Olympic. A bit more of a show of wanting to take the game on, making a winger like Graves come back and defend. By the sub, Mamadi Kamara.
Toriani. Not long until the half-time break. Definite foul there. Unnecessary probably as well.
Yeah, not going anywhere is what the coach would say there. No need to commit a foul. You'd rather put them under pressure and win what would usually be a throw-in there, where a defender would find it a lot more appropriate to clear it than unfortunately turn it over. But yeah, gifted back to Alex Woodlands. And Campbelltown restarts.
Marikic. Back with Woodlands. Woodlands. T-Boy Kamara. I think perhaps trying a chip on Alex Woodlands, but Alex Woodlands, I reckon, had it covered.
Yeah, well, he's the one that caused the situation, so he would want to have that covered. But good pressing there by Olympic to kind of wake up Campbelltown at the back there, because they've had it all going their way. I assume Woodland's going to be a lot more cautious next time he has the ball back there, because it's the first time he had any duress with the ball at feet.
Halliday making his way up the pitch. Pass out wide to Nicholas Graves. Still battling to get past. Cross comes in. Poor pass there, giving away the throw into Adelaide Olympic. Matsumoto puts the ball in. Referee waves off any possible calls of a foul. And fair enough. Toriani. The captain will get the ball back under a little bit of pressure. Battling well. Owen. Captain Toriani will get it back. Trying to play the ball, looking for Binyam Kebede. Graves making his way through the defence.
If he got a touch on that, he would have been offside. Joachim Matsumoto saw the flag go up and then go down when he didn't touch it.
Toriani getting plenty of the ball in this past 5 minutes from centre back. Right idea. Unable to pull it off correctly though.
Just one click for them at the moment, that final pass there. You saw that was a good run back up at the man, but they weren't quite on the same wavelength.
Poor pass from centre Fanti. Campbelltown recover. Marikic. Through ball. Toriani needs to deal with this. Does well to let this go for the goal kick. As we said, not their regular captain, but captain for tonight. The number 20 at centre back for Adelaide Olympic.
And it must be frustrating for Christy Van Gelling when he's got 3 leadership options out. As we said, in Polly, in Luich, and in Molas.
Nathan Owen. No foul, says the referee on T-Boy Kamara.
You can see he got the ball there. Liam Overall was ready for the overlap, but it just didn't go their way, Olympic. And now they're suffering down that left-hand side.
Matsumoto. Yoshikawa. Gets on the edge of the box. Out wide with Graves. Oh, well done to recover. Olympic try and get forward now. Still with it, Binyam Kebede. Pass out wide. Campbelltown get it back. Alex Mullen with the creative pass. And then recovered again.
Done all right to cut down the last couple of Campbelltown attacks. Just have to do better creating their own.
And keeping the ball, to be honest. Both these sides losing and turning over the ball quite often in those midfield areas.
Campbelltown has had the ball, but they haven't done an incredible amount with it. There's been a couple of very nice combinations that has seen them create chances, but that's a lot more than the Olympics managed to do, to be fair with you. As we enter the last couple of minutes.
Nearing the half-time break, Campbelltown 1-0 up, but not as one-sided as people might have predicted, to be honest.
Definitely not as one-sided as the last game that these two sides played over here. You can see that Olympic is well organised, that they have a plan about how to go about slowing down Campbelltown's attacking brilliance. Their problem is they conceded the set piece, which wasn't from open play, which what they tried to cut down, and now it's up to them to create.
Jake Halliday. Alex Mullen. Halliday will get it again.
And a reminder that this Campbelltown side has only conceded one goal this season, and it was to Andre Carl, who scored every week, and they were down to 10 men. So there's a couple of asterisks there when it comes to the time that Campbelltown's conceded. It's no easy feat breaking them down.
Then Adelaide Comets seem to have a borderline impenetrable defence at the moment, only conceding in their cup round with a penalty to Tickery Gully and conceding their first goal in the league last night through Lansana Smith of Parra Hills Knights.
Both sides have started extremely well, with Comets obviously yet to lose, and Campbelltown only losing after going down to 10 men early against Croydon.
You know, it was a shock loss, to be honest.
Yep. But again, you're not always going to have your goalkeeper sent off inside the first half and have the opposition striker score a scissor kick against you.
All right, in the NPL. Mullen. Central with Halliday going wide to Nicholas Graves and plenty of space for himself. Lovely play here from Campbelltown City on the edge of the box. Josh Maury.
See his eyes light up here, Josh Murray, the first time in a while he's had that amount of space.
Needs to be dealt with. Into additional time here at Apex Football Stadium. Campbelltown making their way into the box. Cleared out for the throw-in.
Yeah, Murray's eyes lit up again, but the pass wasn't quite in his favour, and there was a defender coming from the other side who managed to clear it before he could even get a touch on it. But in the last couple of minutes, he has had a bit more of a side of the ball, Josh Murray.
Probably one of the last opportunities for Campbelltown in this half. And there it was, half-time here at Epic Football Stadium. 1-0 the way of the away side, Antonis. What have you made of the first half?
Yeah, it's Campbelltown's game, really. It hasn't been anything incredible from them. They scored off the set piece. Olympic has done well to limit them from open play. But once you score, the game's on your terms. And this is a situation we are in. And it's up to Adelaide Olympic now to find a way to break that down. A sub was made to change the system, the way they attack. Let's see how they go after 15 minutes of instructions from their coach.
Campbelltown with the 1-0 lead at half-time, but this game very much still in the balance at the half-time break here. It's Adelaide Olympic 0, Campbelltown City 1.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
I come to Australia end of 49. Finish up in Whyalla for 12 months and then I settled in Adelaide end of 50. And then as a young fella, when I saw all these other clubs with the soccer, the dancing group wasn't really good enough for me. Not enough. How should I say, entertainment. And then I had a couple of mates And we talk about to form the Croatia Soccer Club because I used to be all these ethnic clubs.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
And the future is orange for Stratmine. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders time.
Right out. Goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! That's another one for my Bridget. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. Welcome back to Apex Football Centre for the second half of Adelaide Olympic versus Campbelltown City. Adelaide Olympic to get us underway for this one. 45 minutes for them to get an equaliser and possibly even a winner. And Antonis Pagonis, very much capable.
Yeah, they definitely are. They've got the players to do so, but, you know, they can't afford to just sit back anymore. But when you concede against this side, you cannot score easily against this side. So you have to go, you have to attack them, you have to make life hard for them. We showed glimpses that they're capable of it, but they need to show some more adventure in this second half if they are to do this. Because Campbelltown does remain a threat as well. I wonder luck.
Campbelltown now going from left to right and Olympic right to left for this half. And I'm sure either side will want to get an early goal to set the tone for this half. Only the one sub, which we think was a tactical one, made earlier in the first half.
Yeah. And if it wasn't a tactical one, it was an injury. It definitely was a tactical one as well, because the complete lineup changed, the formation changed when Martin Zabasida came off and was replaced by Mamadi Kamara, a central defensive player, for a more attacking player.
Well, much more attacking player. As soon as he came on, he went right up top. Just to recap you for the week or the round that's gone by. Last night we had 4 games. Croatia Raiders away to South Adelaide in a 4-3 win. A pretty crazy and dramatic game that one was. And then Metro versus Modbury, a 1-1 draw with Modbury down to 10 men. Then between Comets and Para Hills Knights, a 3-1 win the way of the home side. And Adelaide City, FK Beograd scoring late through Jason Konstantopoulos. And today we had a 4-2 win for Adelaide United against Croydon FC, leading us to where we are here tonight, 1-0 at half-time the way of Campbelltown City. Pretty eventful round so far.
As it always is, Seb, and there's a bit of a fight going on there on the far side, and many people joining in. Gary Mooney trying to get this under control.
As the timing, talking about eventful.
Yeah, just an awkward situation then, because it's close to the barricade as well, and you don't want anyone from the outside joining in as well. A few people made their way over, but it seems to have calmed down a little. But now the tough part begins, deciding who's responsible for what and punishing those actions, which is what Gary Mooney will have to do.
I think he's trying to get all the players away to have a chat with the assistant referee on the far side there.
I think he's speaking to Binyam Kabidi and Nicholas Graves, if I can see it right from here. A yellow card for each one, Kabidi and Graves. Well, he's done well to calm that down, Gary, because it seemed like 3/4 of the people on the field were involved in that.
Looking back at it, it seemed to be something that just happened in back play.
Yeah, it looks like Kabidi was holding Graves off the ball, and Graves took exception to that, and a bit of a scuffle emerged, and everyone made it a bigger deal than he had to be by the looks of it. But good decision by Gary there, just cautioning both players with a yellow card, and back underway like nothing ever happened.
Like I said, eventful round, Antonio. Just we were talking about the previous fixtures.
So your timing is impeccable, Seb.
Our first bookings given out for the game so far.
There they are again. Median Graves.
Still happy to battle it out, even though both on a booking.
Yeah, everyone kept their hands to themselves there, as I tell my students at school as well. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm sure that was the instructions by Gary there as well. You guys are in the yellow card. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't make me have this conversation again. Good pass there by Stanisic, holding it long enough, sucking in the press.
School teacher, ref, similar job.
I heard in cuts sometimes.
Marco Toriani with the captain's armband at the back for Adelaide Olympic. Vinko Stanisic making his way forward. Liam overall. Delivering a ball into the box, but nothing really on it. Stanisic, I think, kneeing the ball away. Well done by Toriani to beat Josh Murray to the ball.
I like this from both centre-backs, taking the ball forward with them. They had a lot of that last year with two experienced international centre-backs, Mark Jakobsen and their current coach, Christy Vangeli, that took their opportunities, took the space, allowed them and started attacks and created. I think on a day like this, you need all the creation you can get, and the centre-backs can do it as well. They're more than capable, and like here, when you're afforded space, you need to make sure you take it up. And a long ball here from Stanisic.
Doesn't come to anything in the end. Alex Woodlands to restart with Daniel Mullen. Shugo Yoshikawa.
And doing exactly that. You can see how comfortable Daniel Mullen has been for years with the ball at his feet.
Olympic with it, losing possession. Wanemana having to deal with it. In the end, just clearing it forward to just slow the game down a little bit for Olympic.
Foul behind play there. Seems like Jordan Marisic was collected by, I think it was Brian Havanimana there, who was trying to smother the ball there with his foot, and it looks like the assistant recommended a booking as well, which was dished out by Gary Mooney, and Brian Havanimana joins his teammate from before, Binion Committee, in Gary Mooney's book on a caution, yellow card, and Marisic is okay, and he'll restart play when he's given the get-go to do so.
Other problems on the pitch for Olympic. Marco Toriani, their captain, currently down, not too sure what the issue is.
And obviously Olympic has already subbed off one centre-back in Martins Abasida. Going off here.
Seems to be all right.
Yeah. They do have George Sharkani on the bench, who can play as a forward and as a centre-back, but they wouldn't want to call him in before he's summoned, I guess.
Manager's dream.
Exactly. There's another one here a few years ago in Yannis Simosis that could do that very well for Olympic. Capable on both ends of the pitch. He's an agent now in Greece, with clients and big clubs up on the Panathinaikos.
Had to get the reference in, didn't you?
We're at a Greek club. What do you want?
Not sure I can get a Swansea reference in. I mean, I did there technically.
So reverse psychology there.
Do what you can.
The commentators include much more bizarre stuff in the commentary.
Mauricio Benvenuto playing that ball back.
Just a rare touch from him today. He hasn't been as involved as you would like, and he is one of the players that can create for Olympic and nearly got a touch there. It's been one of those games, one of those nearly games for him so far.
Lovely football there from Shogo Yoshikawa. Matsumoto. Back to Alex Woodlands. Plenty of space for Campbelltown to get forward. Graves. Murray playing it back. Resetting to the wing.
You can see there as well, Seb, that press completely fell apart for Olympic there. When that ball was played from the back, Habanimana, T-Boy Kamara and Kavidi were looking at each other, pointing arms at each other, that who had this, who had that. Just a complete lack of communication, which saw Campbelltown play through that with quite little effort. As Johan Matsumoto wins a free kick off Liam Overall.
Clear foul there by Liam Overall to give away the free kick to Campbelltown in an inviting position.
Can't just give those cheapies to Campbelltown, because we know how deadly they can be off this set pieces. As you can see the chief creator.
Rotated quite a few decisions of who's going to take that set piece.
It's the chief creator in this team is Shogo Yoshikawa, and when they realise, you know what, we can actually do something off here, it's not just a free kick, we can just pass back, they can definitely deliver it.
Yoshikawa with the ball in. Overall. Josh Murray committing a foul there for the Olympic free kick.
Need someone to take the game on Olympic. They need something. There hasn't been, other than that Habanimana shot in the first half that T-Boy Kamara created, there's been nothing much on their end when it comes to creation. And I'm just wondering if you get someone like a Zoid Sarkani up front, be able to bring the ball down for you. He can score as well.
Well recovered there by Vinko Stanisic, but Campbelltown still trying to get forward through Yoshikawa. Has an option out wide, does take it. Entering the box now. Has the shot, deflecting slightly, but cleared away by Marco Toriani. That slight injury seems to not have impacted him too much if he's able to pull off clearances like that.
And this is where Campbelltown thrive. You know, they create, they get the ball, they recycle it, they want to keep you under pressure, and this is what we're seeing here. Every Olympic player on their side of the park, a lot of them here defending their box. Great play.
That's another foul by Maury. Probably unnecessary if he didn't commit that. Would have had an opportunity for Campbelltown.
Probably felt he couldn't get to it, but as you say, you could still put him under pressure in that situation. But
without fouling,
a good play by Campbelltown again to create that chance and then to recycle the ball, come from the other side of the pitch, and great little interplay. The final pass didn't quite go their way, but they're starting to piece this stuff together.
Soriani.
And really, it's one of those days that it feels like if they get a second one, it's a long, long way back for Olympic. But still in it here, a moment can make all the difference.
Overall, unable to get the touch off. Yeah, as you say, I think as long as it stays 1-0, game's still very much in the balance. But as I said, one of those games where Campbelltown get that second, all the fire sort of goes, you think. Olympic, though, just as we were saying, needing that opportunity to score a goal. Well done to get that ball forward. Was looking for the path of Alex Mullen. 0-1. Stanisic. Kamara attempting to flick over for overall. Olympic will stay in possession of the football. Back with Kamara. Stanisic. Back with Captain Toriani. Looking for the ball over the top. And Gary Mooney does see a foul in there. Free kick for Adelaide Olympic.
Yeah, good call over there. Looked at his assistant to see if he saw it, but he was the closest one there. Just a loose arm from James Buffer there when he was trying to get a feel of the body of overall, I believe. Just got him high. And when you're at the Olympic, you need to make the most out of these opportunities here. They have an opportunity to deliver it in the box, get your big bodies, your centre-backs up. Can they find, someone said, can they cause some chaos in that box? Can they find that goal? Because, you know, once you get that goal, it's a completely different game. Everything swings, the confidence swings, the momentum swings. But it's a big if you can get that goal.
A few discussions being had there between Marco Turiani and his coach whether or not he was going to take the set piece. But I think Chrissy Van Gelly said Nathan Owen to do it in the end. Let's see if it works out. Ball delivered in, headed out to the corner.
Good area. It's a good area. It would deliver fine. His deliveries have been on and off today. That was a really good area. Just no Olympic body made that run there, but they get the corner and you can see Iron straight there to take it. As a right footer, this would not be an Olympic today from that position.
Never know. outside of the
Carlos corner.
Here's the corner, in swinging, headed towards goal. Slightly scrambled, but collected well. I think maybe more as time goes on, more Campbelltown will think they should have another by now and maybe get frustrated.
Well, we saw some of the frustration creep in the first half, and absolutely looking for them. They did not just, I can tell you, they did not come in here wanting to just win 1-0.
Probably not expecting to win only 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. They believe very highly in themselves, and this is one of those games that they believe they can really do some damage, and they just haven't done so today.
Whereas Olympic just slowly growing into this season. Overall.
And look, credit does go to Olympic too, because they have slowed down Campbelltown. It's not like Campbelltown's off song. Olympic has slowed them down. But yeah, as you said, the more the game remains 1-0, the more the frustration grows and the more urgency in Olympic to find that goal. So dangerous, it can be dangerous.
Overall, puts the cross in. Too far at the back post for any Olympic player to get onto it. Half an hour left in this one.
It looks both teams have weapons to bring on, and Zoid Sarkani, as I said, for Olympic, can play at the back, but is a really skilled forward when he's up there. And also Mark Marino for Campbelltown. See what a luxury that is to have on the bench.
Ball comes in. Matsumoto trying to run across the byline. T-Boy Kamara chasing onto it now.
And I don't know if you saw that, Seb, but off the ball, T-Boy Kamara is very frustrated with the close attention James Boffa's paying to him. Kind of hit back. Gary Mooney did not see it, or his assistant.
Or
game on. Yeah, we definitely heard it, but game goes on. But something to keep an eye out here on the side.
Kebede. Olympic. Opportunity. Kebede will get it here. don't think that was on.
I would have used Nathan Iron there, who was there to support him. Obviously, we know how Christy Vangeli feels about his delivery since he's on all set pieces. But again, as a striker, Vinny Kaviri has been on the books of Adelaide United. He has been on the books of Melbourne Victory. He's someone that's got the talent. He does back himself and tried that there. And like we said, especially on the night where not much has come your way, when you get an opportunity, you're going to try and take it. Our cameras captured that, but Shogo Yoshikawa just went on the backflip on the ground. Really caught me off. And got the ball seconds later.
Adelaide Olympic throw. Can't blame the surface, I don't think.
My first thought, I was concerned if he went down with an injury, but he flipped back up. So something that you don't see that every day.
Yoshikawa, Alex Mullen battling against.
Liam overall wins the free kick there from the experience. Mullen used his body really well there overall. It's not often that someone does that against Alex Mullen. We know how good he is at manoeuvring himself to win the ball, to make himself favourite for the ball. Does give away a free kick here. Just can't make a click in our final for the Olympic.
Let's see if Campbelltown can. Down on the left wing. Heading into the box. Dealt with by Marco Mahawenimana. Corner kick for Campbelltown City.
And we're going to have a double change from Adelaide Olympic here. Not usually something that happens when the corner is taken. Usually coaches wait for after set pieces. And it's Nathan Iron coming off alongside T-Boy Kamara.
And it's Soitar Carney and Sean Henderson, I'm pretty sure, to come on.
Yep.
As you said, that substitute you were asking for, Antonis. Let's see if you're right and see if he can make his impact.
Looks like he's heading forward, not in a defensive position today.
You want it?
It's exactly what Olympic does need on a day like this when they haven't created much. I'm wondering now how the roles of the other players in the front will change with this sub coming on.
Cosmo Groff with the ball forward. And to be fair to him, hasn't had much to deal with in this half, I don't think, from memory. A bit lucky there with that one, Alex Woodlands.
It's just that there, Matsumoto and the sub, Sean Henderson, seems to have slotted in this left back slot. We'll take the throw in.
Ball giveaway by Toriani. Recovers. Can't be making those mistakes against a team like Campbelltown.
Got to be very careful there. And we can see Liam Overall's gone to the other side of the fence. He is at right wing back now to accommodate Sean Henderson here on the left side.
opportunity for Campbelltown here, corner. Looks like it's not going into the car park, actually.
Not quite. But you can see Jake Halliday there continuing with these overlapping and underlapping runs, keeping those Olympic wingers really honest about the work. And when you can't create stuff in the final third, it can be very frustrating for an attacking player for all your energy to go into defending. And then that kind of takes it out of you when you try to attack. It's a double-edged sword sometimes then. As Shoga Yoshikawa is about to take this corner for Campbelltown.
Ball in. Alex Mullen.
Real dangerous there. You can see proactive defending to get there before the goalkeeper, but sometimes we can see misunderstanding and the ball end up at the back of the net. Not quite this time, but Shoga Yoshikawa will make the long way across to the other corner flag to take the set piece. We talk about trusted deliverers. He is the trusted set piece taker for Campbelltown City. And worked in the first half with a goal.
Signed last year from Lithuanian side FK Bangagardskai. Has turned out to be a real asset for Campbelltown over the past season and so. Sean Henderson.
Fell on the ball, so we'll go Campbelltown's way. Did well to recover there, Sean Henderson.
Nothing wrong with that.
Caught on the back foot there. It's not easy to time your challenge to perfection, which to his credit he did.
And again, it will be Shogo Yoshikawa with the in-swinging corner. Outswing, I should say. Here's the corner. Has the strike. Not threatened yet.
You used to see Maricic taking volleys from outside the box set, but I think it was Halliday that had it there and completely missed it in the box. It was a really good delivery in a dangerous area from Yoshikawa, but just couldn't make them pay. But as you said, we're entering the final 20 minutes, still up 1-0. And if you're Campbelltown, you start feeling a little bit impatient. Let's kill this game off. And with Olympic, you can see the clock ticking down and you feel this is the time we need to take our chances. The urgency goes up. It can be really dangerous.
Liam Whipple getting down low for that header.
It looks silly and it works. It's not silly.
Henderson. Good pass. Sarkani. Botha. Sarkani just applying that pressure.
It looks like he's not playing as high as I would have expected him to play, but when you've got like a Kabidi and Habanimana still on the pitch, it's going to make them all fit somehow.
Sarkani to Henderson. Henderson gets it back. Vinko Stanisic, sorry.
It's an interesting one for Campbelltown as well, because do you pull the Mark Marina trigger to try and kill the game off, or do you go more conservative to try and maintain the status quo, which obviously suits you? If I know Campbelltown well, I reckon it's the former, but time will tell, and you'd think Mark Marina would want to get on the pitch, as I believe Olympics fighting their final change of the evening.
Substitutes. Sarkani, the ball over the top, headed away.
See, he hasn't gone their way yet with him on the pitch, but he is trying to create something. He is trying to make the Campbelltown backline deal with something, which they haven't had to do so for the majority of the night.
Ball wide, not working out. Brilliantly done by Josh Murray. Josh Murray still running.
When you give it away, you want to win it back, and it's exactly what happened there. But not a comfortable sight to see Josh Murray running full speed at you if you're a defender or a goalkeeper.
I tend to do the same thing when I'm playing up front. If I lose the ball or I'm a bit bored, I just tend to have a good minute of running.
And it looks like that final sub will be made with Alessia Benvenuto coming off for Andrew Marveggio, who signed for Adelaide City last year before moving to Olympic this year. He's someone that was at City about over a decade ago. 2009 to 11 he was with them before moving over to Europe, playing for a few of the clubs in the Balkan nations along with Germany. Has had a big list of clubs in Europe, back in Australia now for the last couple of years. See if he can make a difference for Olympic here in the last 15 minutes or so.
This is the time when they need those difference makers. Those impact players to create a spark for them.
And as we say about subs, Mark Marino is kindly getting his instructions. Of course, Campbelltown have not used their bench yet. Adelaide Olympic have played all their cards and used their 3 substitute windows.
Alex Woodlands. I think the ball went out. Here's that substitute. Straight swap for the strikers of Campbelltown.
Olympic have started playing. I don't think they realised the sub was happening, and of course the ball will go back with Sean Henderson, who will be able to start play in a second as Mark Marino enters the field.
Little clip of the heels there, easy foul. To see from the ref. Yoshikawa. Centofanti with the ball over the top for Marino. Overall, blitzing down that right side, sorry. Free kick for Adelaide Olympic.
And that's probably that frustration we're talking about, trying to make a difference. You can't just do it, it can get to you.
Henderson puts the ball in. Matsumoto still getting through, pulling the pass off to Alex Mullen. Olympic win it back. So Takani losing the ball there in an unfortunate position for his side. Yoshikawa. Probably invited to take it on himself there. Instead, it's now. bit hopeful course of a corner from that one.
Yeah, not quite, but you can see we're talking about that frustration growing, that you want to get the second goal, and you see a bit of space, you're going to try your luck, which gives the ball back to Olympic, who as of yet have not been able to create anything substantial, but the game remains open. And here you go.
Get a free kick in another inviting position. But without their set piece taker to take it.
I mean, that's how quickly it can turn, because we're talking about a hopeful shot about 10 seconds ago, and now we're talking about a delivery for a free kick for Adelaide Olympic. And it looks now, finally, it is going to be the captain, Mark.
He'll be allowed to take it.
He's going to take it. And again, it's not always that you see a central defender take a free kick, but Olympic will take anything that works right now, because not much has in that final third.
Might see a Virgil van Dijk at Celtic-esque sort of. Toriani looks to have the shot.
Dipped very late there, Sev, but I feel Woodlands had that covered.
Want to be making more of those chances. Into the single digits now left to play. As the saying goes, squeaky bum time. Thrown for Adelaide Olympic. Henderson. Ball to the centre. Inviting for Toriani. On the left foot. Ball comes in for Kebede. Still with the ball, Binyam Kebede. Delivers the ball in. Bouncing about, the place need to be dealt with.
And that's what we're talking about, Seb. The danger is there when it's still only 1-0. That's how quickly a game can change.
Some great opportunities there for Adelaide Olympic to get the equaliser. But now Campbelltown.
Eyes lit up there. Mark Marina seeing Cosmo Groff off his line, but
didn't have the height.
Couldn't quite connect with that. But the ball's back with Olympic, and you can see now the urgency turning up a notch. Made a bit of confidence as well, showing that yes, we can get to them in that box. We can cause some chaos in there after our last play. Now it's slowly we're going to start seeing that momentum change.
Ball over the top. Kamara on the edge of the box, trying to find a way through any sort of path, any sort of space for Adelaide Olympic. Sarkani just wide.
They're pushing Olympic, and they are creating more right now. They're creating more right now than they have for the last 80 minutes or so, Seb.
Come on, Scotty.
Can Campbelltown keep the composure at the back, or can they even go and kill it off at the other end? Olympic will not make it easy for them now, because they have, Campbelltown has allowed it to get to this stage. They have to deal with it now. But coming into this game, if you told Adelaide Olympic to still be alive and fighting like this in the 84th minute, they'd be very happy. And here's a foul from Olympic, and Boff is very keen to say that it should be a card, and the card is delivered to Zori Tsarkani. But it's good to see Shogo Yoshikawa get straight back up.
Free kick for Campbelltown. Into the final 5 minutes, which could seem like an eternity for Campbelltown, just holding on to this 1-0 lead.
This is where for Olympic you need to push them a bit more, make them uncomfortable on the ball. Campbelltown should not be allowed any more easy possessions now for Olympic.
Tsarkani now on that yellow card after coming off the bench.
Have to be careful with that if you're on the yellow. But no malice in there, just stretching desperately to get a ball.
You think with this last 5 minutes, Campbelltown might even look to slowly aim down, waste time, instead of trying to find a second?
I think they'll naturally push it because it's in their nature, but it wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple of subs made. They've still got 2 substitute windows left to use.
Matsumoto heading on, Boffa. Back with Matsumoto on the right wing. Has Boffa coming in as an option. Well done by Henderson.
You can see the Rasada naturally wants to score regardless of the context of the game. But Olympic things make life hard.
Matsumoto twisting and turning. Powerful shot, not on target. Quickly taken, goal kick. Toriani making his way up the field. Mark Marino all the way back there doing his defensive work. And a booking to come for Liam Overall. One little example of that time wasting now.
It's natural, so just cramps.
Probably most common injury in any football, I'd reckon.
Especially at this point of the game,
yeah.
The scoreline.
Yeah, the most.
There's a correlation.
Yeah.
There, but Nicholas Graves is up, and it looks like he will be substituted. And I believe this might be Alessio Melissi that's coming on. I saw the number correctly. Signing from Metro Stars, young forward. You can see even the subs are defensive.
Alex Mullen has to chase off this one into the corner flag. Olympic goal kick. Cosmo Groff looks to go long. Does so.
Bit of tunnelling there that wasn't penalised. That can go wrong very easily as Marlon collects the ball.
Matsumoto has Mark Marino on the left to deal the killing blow. Liam overall, not letting it go out for the corner. Now the goal kick. About into additional time now. Desperate times.
Free kick Olympic. And you can see Cosmo Grove getting as much as he can on that kick. Every meter counts right now. And Olympic can get bodies in the box once again and see if they can cause chaos like they did about 7-8 minutes ago when they nearly found the equaliser. And the one time this half they looked likely. And Zoitar Khan's over this one.
A great opportunity to get points in this one. The head over, just needs to finish. Oh, he's offside.
And I believe, Seb, that was Marco Toriani, the captain, who was the set piece taker before. He went on the end of a set piece. Wonderful delivery by Tarkani, but had straight offside according to the official on that far side. And what an ending to that game that would have been. He is staying up front. Toriani. It's now or never.
That is so disheartening for Adelaide Olympic.
Nothing worse than getting the ball in the back of the net and then just seeing that flag go up.
I'm lucky that I looked over this time compared to last year when we were at Adelaide City versus Campbelltown and
Matt
we were a
Dorver.
bit crazy.
We thought Matt Dorver had sealed the premiership for Metro Stars, but it wasn't quite to be. They had to wait a bit longer. Got there in the end.
Sarkani. Campbelltown and Mark Marino to get away with it. Good ball. Making his way into the box, the cut back. Falls nicely for Marino! The killing blow!
And you can see Marco Toriani collapse there on the halfway line because about 2 minutes ago, he thought he was the one that had had the last say in this game. With that goal that was offside, go up the other end. When Mark Marina gets the ball there with time and space, he does not make a mistake too often. Really good play by Alessi Melissi, the sub there on the left wing, to move the ball to that side of the pitch and then to have the conscious to cut the ball back from Marino, who was unmarked in the box, and the veteran striker was not going to make a mistake there. 2-0 Campbelltown. And as we said, and at this time, you'd think game over.
I was going to say as well, especially after scoring a disallowed goal like that and then having it disallowed, that sort of thing to happen is sort of, I guess, not expected, but it's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can get more disheartening than that, except by those 2 minutes that we had there. That whole play, the free kick, the goal, the celebration, the flag, and then that same action on the other side of the field. It's a killer blow in more ways than one for the game, but you know, mentally as well, to have that happen to you after fighting it out for so long, it's an awful feeling, as Campbelltown will make the final sub with Connor Centofanti entering the field. And if I can tell, that's Jake Halliday that's come off on the far side.
So we've had 2 Kamaras, 2 Mullins, 2 Centofantis.
Yeah, Matt Centofanti will not be coming on today, so we're not going to get the 3 for the price of 2. But we've got enough doubles as it is already. Now Johnny Keko is somewhere watching, appreciating that nameplate.
Olympic. Now just winding the game down, trying to get something out of it. Still possible, but you'd imagine any hope of points are gone.
Yeah, Gary Mooney's having a look at his watch a couple of times as Alex Woodlands takes up every second that he can out of it. It's just about done.
There it is, full time between Adelaide Olympic and Campbelltown City. Adelaide Olympic did amazingly to battle throughout almost that entire 90 minutes. But two fatal blows cost them.
Yeah, and really that first one was the fatal one because Olympic really had to come out the box to try and find that equaliser. They couldn't. At the end they tried. They thought they had it. Wasn't to be, and you give that chance to Mark Marina, he buries it 9 times out of 10. But very disheartening for Olympic, but you have to take some positives from this. This same fixture last year was 6-0 Campbelltown, so they have come a long way. They are very well organised. They do have some weapons that they're not using to the full use right now, but they've shown that they can battle it out against a high-quality side. So, you know, it's going to take a bit of time for it to not feel awful, but when they can decompose it in due time, there are definitely a couple of positives to take out of this performance.
That late goal disallowed by the captain, Marco Turani, the stand-in captain, who was the catalyst for Campbelltown scoring their second, unfortunately, for Adelaide Olympic.
It just kills your spirit, doesn't it, when you have a goal like that.
And he fought so hard and just sort of kept Campbelltown out for the time being.
And remember, Olympic do have Polly to return. They do have Rasko Luic to come back, RB Mollis to come back, not just quality players, but part of the leadership group as well. So it's not all doom and gloom, and we'll see where they go from there. They got the first win in the last NPL game. They're still in the cup, so the season is still there, but there is a lot of work to do for this Olympic side. Campbelltown, not perfect today, but on paper it's a 2-0 win, so no complaining for them. And sometimes you just have to slog it out, and good teams manage to win games like this, and they're a good team, and here they are again. Still only 1 goal conceded in a game that they were down to 10 men without the goalkeeper, and it was a bicycle kick. They're a very well organised side with a lot of weapons, and they're not all on the pitch yet, so they haven't hit the full stride yet either.
Well, full time here and full time of round 4 of the men's RAA NPL South Australia. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and throughout the round. Antonis, thank you for joining me on this night, which was cold and smelt nice too.
That's it. It's the joys of local football. You have the joys of the food, the joys of the weather, but good to be with you here, Seb. And that was round 4 of the NPLSA this season. Always eventful, as you said.
Full time here at Apex Football Stadium. Ends the way of the away side. Adelaide Olympic 0, Campbelltown City 2.
Άγγελος, φίλο να πάρει τη σημαία.